Today, I'm going to be talking about change and how you can achieve long-lasting, effective change by simply establishing a routine. So if you are new here, hi, I am Mercy. My content is around personal development, self-improvement, and my life experiences in the world of sport and beyond. And if you are returning, I love you guys down. You know what to do. So let's get into it. As you know, I'm on this journey of development and self-improvement, and I've had to come and really understand that methodologies that often work for other people do not work for me. So I've really had to hone in on what do I need to do to ensure that I get to the objectives and goals that I set for myself. And if you have not yet set any goals or need some help setting goals, I have a video that I released at the beginning of the year that talks about goal setting and the importance of doing that. So one of the developments since goal setting, because it's easy to write things down, is the personification of goals. So this is going to be really, really crucial into establishing a routine that helps you get to that goal. Once you identify what it is that you want to do, want to achieve, you need to identify the characteristics of the person who has already achieved that. So if it is that you want to be healthier, fitter, and engage in more physical activity, you might look at the end goal and say, okay, what does a person that is healthy and fit and participates in a lot of activities do? What are their habits? What do they look like in their day-to-day? Those factors and characteristics will inform the habits that you need to do today to be able to achieve those goals. It's same if you want to be a business owner. You might say, oh, I want to be a 6, 7, 8-figure business owner. You need to go and research what are the characteristics of business owners who earn 6, 7, and 8 figures. What are their daily habits? What are their daily practices? What are the habits that they have in place to allow them to successfully run a business? And all of these things come together to help you to determine how to build out your routine. So for those of you that know, I have several different hats that I wear. I create content here on YouTube. I'm an entrepreneur who's a consultant with businesses and organizations. I have my experience and my life in sport, and I'm currently on my health journey, improving my health. And I'm also a PhD student doing my PhD as well. So imagine I have all of these evolving things around me, or I should say revolving things around me, that if I want to be successful in the objectives that I've set in each of them, I need to establish a routine, okay? One of the things that I really worked on is removing barriers that cause procrastination. I'll repeat that again. Removing barriers that cause procrastination. Oftentimes it's really, really hard for people to make changes because you haven't removed the things that make it difficult. So if we go into the bubble of my health journey, I am someone that has been notorious for eating takeaways for the fact of convenience. They're easy to get, they're accessible. In most cases, they come straight to your door. There's not much of a cleanup process. However, in this journey, I've identified it's going to be sustainable for the objectives and goals that I have set. And I look at the characteristics of someone who has a healthy lifestyle, because remember, you personify your goals. And I recognize people that are healthy and fit have balanced diets that include home cooked meals and reduced eating out activities. Simple as that. So what I've done is that I've established a routine for my food. So my breakfast and my lunch every single day look exactly the same. And the reason I do that is, one, it's convenient. Two, it takes out the overthinking of, oh my gosh, what am I going to eat today? What am I going to do? And it only means that at dinner time, I have to make a decision. So I've removed all the things that would cause me and trigger me to go and use the apps or order food to the house. That's a really, really big one. And by establishing that routine and removing those barriers, it means that I've had more effective change. Like the amount of times I eat out has significantly reduced, and I'm getting closer and closer to my goal. Like, it is a win-win. The same can be done overall as well. So I'll talk you through what I'm currently doing at the moment. What I currently do at the moment is that I do time blocking. So week in, week out, I set a very it is a flexible schedule, but it's a very clear schedule of all the things that need to be done in the week. And I only do this on a week by week basis. So I identify what are the times that I'm going to do an overall review of my day. What time am I going to set up my day? What time am I going to the gym? The time dedicated to my reading and writing on my PhD, the time dedicated to creating content. All of those things are in my calendar, and I start my routine from there. It's as simple as that, because once I have an awareness of what I need to do, I get it done. And the reason I say it's flexible is because, for example, as you know, I go to open mic night. So if I go to an open mic night in the evening and gym was scheduled for the morning, I move the gym down to another block just to make it more realistic and to not impact my recovery. But essentially, I create a framework for my life that allows me to continue to adopt and improve habits that will get me to my goals. Since doing this, I've seen substantial increases in like my PhD output. Like, I'm in the middle of writing for my review, which is going to be in another video, which the progress has been progressing. I'm seeing big changes when I'm going to the gym now, and with my diet and with my nutrition. I'm seeing changes in my consistency on YouTube here. And all of those things right now are making a really, really big difference. So routine. And the kind of final consideration point is that also that routine is not just limited to time blocking and food. That's down to your day. So I would suggest for everybody, identify, and I do this as a mind map, write your name in the middle, identify all the responsibilities you have in your life. So if you are a parent, you might say parent, worker, health, and whatever else. Like if you've got a side hustle, and you write down a list, what are the expectations of me in these particular areas, in these particular roles. Then from there, you match that up with the personification of your objectives that we spoke about in the beginning, and you begin to frame out your routine and your day-to-day habits based on the two pieces of data. These are all data-rich kind of methods. It's not going to be I'm just going to guess what I'm doing. No, really get into the practice of getting your pen and paper out, whatever you use, writing things down, and then creating a framework for your life. Because at the end of the day, we are the directors of our own story, and we also hold a bigger responsibility in ensuring that we get to the best place for ourselves than we even realize and imagine. And I believe that was truly game-changing for me to really understand that, okay, change is difficult. I can't just wake up and change my whole life and uproot everything to achieve these goals. I actually need to have things in place that allows me to make better decisions, allows the decision-making process to be easier, allows the activity process to be easier, removing those barriers. Also allows me to have boundaries. So those of you that know me, after 10 p.m, don't call, don't text me. I'm in bed, asleep. Like different things like that. And you will find, as I said, with like my experience at the gym and like discipline kind of overflowing into other places, you'll find that once you start to establish that routine and that framework over your life, it flows out to everything. Like, it has allowed me to understand that although I wear many different hats in different areas, the organization, frameworking, and routine are going to be the ones that allow me to efficiently be the best version of myself in all of those different areas as well. So that is what I'm going to leave you with today. When change is difficult, start with routine. If you want to see like any examples of stuff that I literally use Google Calendar for my time blocking. I use Good Notes on my iPad to be able to mind map and draw things out and get my ideas onto paper. I use Notion for housing different things as well. So if there's anything that you want to see or any further questions that you have about how am I going to establish this routine, drop me a comment as well and I will reply to you. If you've made it this far in the video and this video has been helpful to you, drop a brown heart in the comments, because I know that this year we're going to be change makers. We're going to be smashing our goals. We're going to be being the best versions of ourselves. So use today, this Sunday, to just take some time, reflect, and walk towards that change that you have been dreaming of, imagining, and planning. Like, comment, subscribe, share with a friend, and tell a friend to tell a friend and all their friends, so that we can continue to grow together. Thank you once again, and I love you guys down. Stay blessed.